Hi guys, welcome to this session in LibreOffice Calc. In this module I want to show you how you can compare two lists, one against the other. So the example on the screen, I've got last week's vehicles, registrations, and this week's. What I want to know is if there's any changes, which means I have sold that vehicle. Now the functions that I'm going to use is the match function, the ISNA function, and an if statement. So first of all, what the match function does. So I'll just type match at the top. That's what we're doing first. So the match function is going to look at this cell and compare it to this list. If it finds it, it'll return the number that it is. So this, I can see that that's in the first position of this list. So that will return, the match function will return a number 1. Now I've already named this list, so if I just highlight it, I've called this list last, as in last week, and I can use that in the formula. So let's just have a go at this one. So equals match, open the bracket, looking at this cell, C3, comma, looking at the name range last, comma, and then 0, an exact match I want, and then tick that, comes back with a 1, double click it down, and it'll come back with NA if that is not in the list. So KG15BBV is not in there. It's NGBB15. So these two, they've been sold. So let's have a look at highlighting that. So is NA will basically just return a true or false, whether that says NA or not. So let's try this one. Equals is NA, open bracket. So is that cell, does that cell say NA? No. And then true. So that one does. So it comes out of true or false, and then you can use an if statement to say whether it's been sold or not. So if it's true, that car must have been sold, because we've got a new registration now, and not that one. Let's have a look. So I'll call this one status, and then you put equals if, open bracket, that equals true, comma, it must have been sold, and that has to go in quotes like so, comma, otherwise it's not sold. And again, that goes in quotes because it's a text string. So if E3 says true, not sold, and then drop them down. So the trues are sold. Then you can do all this together in one cell, one column. So I'll call this together, and then you just start off. I'll start off with the match function. So match, still going to match this cell with last week's figures. Then 0, close the bracket, and then in front of the match you want the ISNA function. So ISNA, open bracket, does all that return NA? And then in front of the ISNA, if, open the bracket, if all of that returns true, comma, you want it to say sold, comma, or not sold. Close the if bracket, click the tick, check, pull it down. So there you go. So what you can do now if you want is put conditions onto this. So if I highlight this list, go into conditional, I just go manage, add. So if the cell value is equal to sold, we want that to be good. And add another one. If it's equal to not sold, put quotes around it, it'll be bad, red, bad. Click OK to that, click OK again, and then you get your conditions in. So you've got a visual indication of your status, not sold or sold. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video, so hopefully that's been of use to you. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.